Sydney go.
Demons, who had only won one match against Essendon in the last 5 years, and that'll be important to them going into the final series if they can be there. But they're now on top of the ladder, the only unbeaten team. Well, and at half-time led 9-3, 57 to 5 goals.
Wheeler's come on for Sydney, Matthew Wheeler, and Stevie Wright off. Sydney go forward, and it's 11-4 to 7-13. Scott Russell, who's playing in defence. Kelly, smothered. Sydney again through Mitchell from 50 metres. He takes Russell on, wants to give the handball, runs too far. Well, that's costly because the kick was good in the end. Bad luck for Barry Mitchell.
But now he gets 50 metres.
Well, I guess he said that.
Work it out, Bruce.
Well, I guess what he's saying is that Mitchell heard the whistle go and then went on and kicked the footy. So he's penalising him.
Didn't Mitchell touch the ball on the ground? I thought
did once. And probably ran about 30 metres, but a cruel blow for Sydney, no doubt. Russell with the kick. Really good football like that, you hate to see not rewarded. Banks. Still Banks with some space. Barwick, who's been very quiet. Back turns, then tries a high one. Manson's strong body. And almost Krasiska. Tuddenham. And it'll be a bounce down. 11-4 to 7-13, 15 points of difference.
Well, it looked like a slaughter early, but the Swans are showing some fight.
Well, it was 8-1, 8-1 to 1-4, so you can see that Sydney have been right on top since early in that second quarter. Shepherd, who's come back onto the ground. Bolton, who's had a busy third turn. Higgins, caught, great tackle by Wright. Krasiska. Saunders, and it will be a throw-in. And Gavin Brown, I think, is being missed at the moment.
Yes, certainly is. He gets quite a lot of possessions across the centre and certainly pumps the ball further forward. Inside 50 metres, boundary throw-in. Tunbridge gets it down. Shepherd's a chance for Collingwood. Oh, high tackle against Tunbridge. Tarpey having a word with the big Swans ruckman. Free kick to Heath Shepherd. He spent a fair amount of the first half on the interchange bench. We thought he may have been favouring his left leg. This is testing material because it's 50 metres from goal. Kicks it across the face to the front of the square. Swans mark.
Tunbridge, good mark by the big man. To Healy, who's certainly having his best quarter. Gets around Barwick. And then drop punt to centre wing. Mitchell over the top. Not good footy by the Rover because it left two Collingwood players alone. Turner to Russell. Short one, didn't find Banks. Dacos and Wheeler. And it will be a throw-in at half forward. 11-4-70 to 7-13-55. 15 shots to 20. Dacos, useful game. Certainly not dominant. They'd want him to kick a couple in the last quarter and a bit. Now Dacos, all clever. Krasiska couldn't break the tackle. It was a superb tackle by Henwood. Wright, Bolton, still Bolton. Good football to Ryan, to Williams, Phelan. Pressure is terrific out there. Bolton from a standing start. West got underneath it. Monkhurst was tackled. Turner with space. Manson on a lead. Healy. And good football by Healy. Gives West the opportunity. Higgins, Shepherds. Oh, the smother was excellent by Tarpey. Cordy off the ground. Cordy keeps it in and then kicks it out on the full.
Unbelievable.
Would not read about it.
Did all the good hard work. Jamie Turner with the football on centre wing to put Collingwood back into attack. Turner's kick towards centre half forward. No mark taken. Barwick. Good tackle by Wheeler. Forces the ball over the boundary line for throw-in. Collingwood fans not happy. Doug Barwick. 5 kicks and 2 hand passes. Tarpey out the back. Krasiska couldn't control it. Tony Short just taps it out to Tuddenham. Onto Shepherd outside 50 metres. Shepherd goes high in towards centre half forward. Tarpey nearly marks. The ball comes clear. Kennedy's a chance for the Swans. A good gather. Hand passes back to Henwood. Henwood kicks it out of bounds on the full. And a free kick has been given just before that. It's going back to Michael Kennedy for the Swans. Perhaps when he gave the hand pass away, crunched to the ground, so the free kick goes back to the Swans defender. Ex-Carlton premiership player Michael Kennedy. The kick falls a little short, and reading it pretty well is Murphy. Hand passes off to Mitchell. Mitchell just gets his kick away up towards half forward. Good gather by West. Goes to Healy. Healy gets his foot to the ball quickly. Up towards full forward. Fell and Gaffer. Gaffer goes back and hurries it through for Swans rushed behind. That, on my book, is their 5th in that scoreline of 7-14. So Collingwood defence working pretty well. Kroll kicks it in towards centre half back. The mark is taken by Turner.
Little one to Gaffer. Has some space to Kelly. Gets his kick just in time, and it's a good one for distance, but not a Collingwood player in sight, and Henwood marks. Goes wide. Tunbridge, who's an impressive young player. He and Monkhurst look to have excellent futures. Not a good kick, must have heard me. Shepherd. Good give to Wright from the pocket. Tried to get Tarpey. Wheeler, who's come onto the ground in the last couple of minutes. Not a good kick. Oh, Shepherd missed it. A comedy of errors. Williams. Long kick to Mitchell. Had a big game, Barry Mitchell. Short to centre half forward. Healy, what a third term he's having. 50 metres against Morwood. Well, Healy was very professional. And the consistency was there. And Healy should kick the goal. I'm not sure how many touches he's had in this third term, but all up, Gerard Healy's had 10 kicks and 10 handballs. And he has played quite magnificently in this third quarter. And this will put Sydney within 8 points.
Closest margin, I would think, since the start.
Absolutely. Drop punt through the middle. 8-14 to 11-4.
Kirst, here they go again through Williams, up towards half forward. Big punch away by Kelly. Russell gathers pretty well. The ball runs through Tarpey. Dennis Carroll gathers on the left foot. There's Swans everywhere at half forward. The mark dropped, but he had plenty of time, Gerard Healy, to get the hand pass away to Mitchell. 50 metres from goal. Mitchell chips it in short. The mark is taken by Graham Wright for Collingwood. The Collingwood fans breathe a sigh of relief. He plays on quickly, kicks it out wide to Gaffer. Gaffer's got Krasiska to help out. Krasiska on centre wing. One bounce. Kicks the ball long towards half forward. 2-on-2. Wheeler can't get there. Barwick marks nicely. 50 metres from goal. Barwick, well, he does kick the ball long distances, but the wind seems to be blowing across the ground back towards from where Barwick is kicking the ball. So he'll have to aim this out to the right. Beautiful kick. Right up on the goal line. It could have hit the post. It has. So Collingwood have their 5th behind on the scoreboard. 11-5, 71. They lead the Swans by 9 points. The Swans 8-14-62.
Cordy, high drop punt, looking for Henwood. With him, Banks, Kennedy. Oh, excellent tackle. Banks shrugs Henwood off. Saunders, Shaw. High drop punt. Shepherd, Wheeler. Oh, Shepherd took off early. Banks. Still Banks. Shepherd. Krasiska. Right. Should go. And does. 12-5 to 8-14. And that was teamwork at its best.
Yes, they certainly worked overtime, but never ever prepared to give the ball up. Dennis Banks starting here by shrugging the tackle and then the little trip. Hand pass wide to Shepherd. He waited. Krasiska back to Wright, and Wright still not snapping until he got around Higgins, able to kick the goal cleanly. Very important minute and a half left in the third term. Collingwood go forward, Barwick can't mark, he really should have taken it. Gathers the ball at centre-half forward, kicks it across his body, up towards full forward. Mark taken by Neil Cordy, and the Swans were in a lot of trouble there. Cordy transfers play to the outer side. Out there is Tui. They have the numbers on centre wing. Player on his own is Murphy. Looks to play on, gets around Manson. Hand pass over the top to Mitchell. Can the Swans score before three-quarter time? It's under a minute left. Yes, they can, because Greg Williams has the ball. Handball over the top, Thrip. Left foot shot is a goal. Great play, Swans.
Oh, it was exciting, Ian, from one end to the other. 12-5 to 9-14. How important was that?
Quarter time, the Swans kicked 4-6 to 3-2 in the third quarter and trailed by just 7 points going into the last change. And 2 weeks ago, the Swans did the same against Carlton to get back in the game and won it on the last kick of the day. Could they do the same against the Pies at Victoria Park? We'll find out as we pick up the start of the last quarter.
Start of the last quarter. Collingwood 12-5-77, lead Sydney 9-16-70. Tunbridge against Monkhurst. Mitchell, who has been a star for Sydney, and it will be a bounce down. 27 possessions, Barry Mitchell, 17 kicks and 10 handballs and 2 goals. Has certainly been the rover of the day and maybe the player of the day, along with Greg Williams. Saunders. Healy. And again a bounce down. 7 points the difference. First goal important here, Ian.
Very much so, particularly if Collingwood can get it.
Healy, only as far as Tarpey, who came on halfway through the third quarter. Tuddenham, good kick to Manson, but Cordy did very well. Dacos, Bolton with him, no free kick. Mitchell, and Sydney can set it up. Williams goes towards centre half forward West. Fell. Saunders, oh, fell, trapped it, caught, holding the ball. Really had little chance of getting rid of it. And
we had a great view of that.
That's tough, isn't it?
I tell you what, if he had a look at that replay, I think he'd be fairly peeved. Shane Fell. The kick goes straight towards David Murphy. He'll play on and put the Swans back into attack. Murphy's kick high towards centre half forward. No mark taken. At the bottom, Carroll. Shot for goal by Dennis Carroll is wide. And that's a fairly ordinary result from the skipper, because he's pretty good on both sides of his body. So the 17th behind on the scoreboard to the Swans. The difference is 6 points. The kick comes to the members' side. Tony Shaw gathers well. He'll be caught, but he gets the hand pass away to Monkhurst. Monkhurst sweeping. Gafer punched away by Williams. Russell gets his left foot to the ball. Back in the centre. GERARD, Healy and Krasiska. Krasiska gathers. Hand pass over the top to Barwick. Running with the ball. Barwick gets past. Left foot snap. It's a little chip. It's good disciplined stuff. And Dacos takes the mark. Unselfish play. Unselfish play there by Barwick. And Dacos should goal, he does. So Dacos kicks his second. And Collingwood can breathe a little bit. 83 plays 71.
Barwick setting it up. Shepherd's football was good here. He was able to run Higgins off Barwick, and that was important. And Barwick chipped it back, decided not to go for the goal. And Dacos from 15 metres made no mistake to put it through. The famous Victoria Park roar. Collingwood by 2 goals. Healy couldn't get rid of it. Mitchell, a quick kick away. Shaw paddles it to Turner. Kelly, good tackle by Carroll. Kelly off the ground. Tunbridge and Krasiska. Russell, Bolton's got him. Right, Krasiska. Barwick will take it. And will he kick a goal? 50 metres, drop punt, Good kick. A beauty. Magnificent footy. 14-5 to 9-17.
Well, I guess that you dream about passages of football like that. Tony Shaw's just little tap out at centre-half back, set it up. After a series of hand passes, it finishes with Barwick. And he's always a threat, no matter where he is on the ground, Doug Barwick, because he thumps the ball so far. And when he's on line, that's the end result. Collingwood's 14th goal. And they lead by 18 points. So they've kicked the first 2 goals in the last quarter. Big job now for the Swans. Healy kicks it towards half forward. Tui punched away by Turner. Assistance comes from Graham Wright. Wright kicks it back towards centre forward. No one home for Collingwood. Mark taken by Henwood. Henwood always looks good. Big, strong man. Doesn't quite do enough though. Henwood's kick. Slews off the side. Diving on it and taking a good mark as West for the Swans on centre wing. Looking to give the hand pass away. He does. Out to Filan. Tuddenham a little late on the scene. Filan's kick towards the full forward position. Saunders. A little left foot pass out wide. Mark taken by Russell for Collingwood. Russell spots a player. It's right. He can't quite take the mark. Filan. Bolton. Bolton goes back. Hand pass. Over the top. Tui. Tui close to the boundary line. Swings the ball back in towards centre half forward. Morwood can't mark. Carroll's there for the Swans. So is the big player, Tunbridge. He gets the hand pass away to the forward pocket area. It runs free and Saunders is quickly to get back there. But his kick is intercepted by Ryan. And one wonders whether the ball covered the required distance. Ryan's kick. Murphy's one out. Look, 3 huge Collingwood blokes. Why did he kick it there? But Murphy's up to it. He gets the hand pass to Carroll. Carroll's pinned in. Beautifully pinned in by Morwood. And the umpire will come in and bounce.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. Matty Ryan, why he went to Murphy, had other options. Didn't gain a yard, and Collingwood could really have rebounded off that. Healy to the goal square. Gafer. 17 points of difference. 12-5 to 9-17. Collingwood getting the first 2 goals in the final term. But Sydney's work rate is still up. So this game is far from over. Tarpey from Kelly. 3rd game in 2 years for Tarpey. Centre wing, Henwood and Banks. And it'll be a throw in. So the Maggies with their noses in front. They've done the right thing at the start of this final term. Monkhurst and Tunbridge. Monkhurst wins it. Healy to Carroll. Drop punt is excellent. Just fading away. It was a good kick from 55 metres. 9-18. 27 shots to 17. Yet they trail by 16 points.
Well, that's the sort of kick that you'd expect from Dennis Carroll. That one covered 50 metres. But unfortunately, missed to the left. The play on the members' half-back flank. Saunders is caught. Tunbridge doing good work. Tunbridge and held. Play goes on. Advantage rule is paid. Ryan could goal here for the Swans. Get onto your right foot, Matty. He doesn't. He kicks with the left and goals. Great kick, Matthew Ryan.
Points in it. 14-5 to 10-19. Tuddenham and Healy. Higgins. Bolton and Mitchell. White. Well done. Safety of the boundary line.
Gee, he played that well, Bruce.
Oh, he was good.
Behind all the time, wasn't he? And he's just put that extra effort in, which you have to do to get in front and get the ball away from your opponent.
Split the 2 Sydney players and then kick the ball cleverly to the safety of the boundary. Mitchell. Russell. Kennedy, Shepherd, Dacos. Good tackle. Tuddenham will swoop on it. Still Tuddenham. Barwick, another goal. No, hit the post. 14-6 to 10-19, and that one would have been a hard one to get back at this stage. Still plenty of time, But goals are not easy at Victoria Park today. 14-6 to 10-19. Cordy to bring her back in.
Neil Cordy's kick covers 50 metres out towards half-back. No mark taken by Henwood. Brilliant gather by Murphy. What a great player David Murphy is. The kick up towards half-forward, but dropping back and taking a good mark is Kelly for Collingwood. Kelly, long kick back towards centre half-forward. In front, Swans player Higgins couldn't mark. Gathered by Shepherd. Perhaps the Wheeler tackle a little unfair. Play allowed to go on. Umpire in the background, always calling play on. So players really having to earn their kicks at centre half forward for Collingwood. It's Big Tunbridge, the Swans ruckman. Barry Mitchell and Scott Russell in the foreground. Tunbridge gets the tap. Williams dispossessed by Shaw. Filan well tackled by Shepherd. No, he wasn't. In the back.
Filan from half-back. Might have been a little lucky. He's got Tunbridge in the centre of the ground. Not a good kick, but the big man will get it. It took a long time to get to him. Orji got rid of Morwood and a free kick against him.
Stupid play.
It was. Just silly stuff. Didn't need to do it.
Close encounters don't need that sort of thing.
Right from Morwood. Tuddenham. Oh, excellent tackle. Had to stand his ground, Filan, and did it. Banks. Clever kick. Krasiska half volleyed it. Wheeler. Tunbridge. Dacos. Crowd roars. Shepherd. Left foot snap. Out of bounds on the fall.
Banks is down behind play.
At centre half forward. Shepherd disappointed with himself. Banks in the hands of the trainers at centre half forward. Looks okay.
Just a little winded, maybe.
Cordy to bring her back in, and just 11 points the difference.
Well, if the Swans can get the next goal, oh, what a terrific finish this could be. They're going to get the ball out of half-back. This time it's through Tui. Tui's long kick towards the wing, and dropping back, taking a well-judged mark is Tarpey. Tarpey, there's no one, two players in the forward half for the Swans. The kick falls in short, Turner marks. Plays on, seems to have all the time in the world. Tarpey will be caught. Handball over the top, Banks will be caught. But somehow he gets out of it. The chip kick by Banks is okay. Morwood could have run in, but he's decided to slow it down a bit, Shane Morwood. He's 50 metres from goal. Kicks the ball pretty well normally. This ball slews off the side into the pocket, and it's helped over the boundary line for a throw-in by the Swans' defence. About 15 metres around from the Collingwood goal. They lead by 11 points. We've got 15 minutes left in the last quarter. Gathered by Banks, couldn't quite go with it. Wheeler's under pressure. Free kick being picked out of it. It's going to the Swans to be taken by Henwood. Henwood transfers play to the outer side. Gerard Healy's made good position. He'll get his kick away. It's effective. The mark is taken by Mitchell. Mitchell running up towards the wing. Thumps it high towards West. Morwood has got back there quickly. He kicked the ball just a few seconds ago at half forward. Now he's back at half back. Good mark to Krasiska and a 50-metre penalty against Williams. And Williams gives the umpire a hand sign that doesn't need much explanation. Greg Williams coming back now towards the centre half back. He's having a chat to the umpire, but the decision has been made. Gavin Krasiska has the football, and he will shoot from about 45 metres out, so he'll need about a 53-metre kick to score. Nice looking kick. It's a beauty. Krasiska, second goal. Collingwood, 17 points in front.
Well, Greg Williams must be disappointed. This is the incident. Krasiska took the mark. Williams ran into him, stopping the flow. There was a man over the back, and then Krasiska with a 50-metre penalty. Quite a superb kick. It cleared it and cleared it easily, and he kicked the goal. (15-6 to 10-19). Free kick.
Umpiring decisions going Collingwood's way a little bit in the last minute and a half.
And Krasiska on the end of it again. To Shepherd. Over the back, Ryan. Or Thripp, I should say. Right. Free kick to Sydney.
1 minute it's holding the ball, the next minute it's in the back.
Carroll comes wide. Tarpey underneath it. And he takes a good mark. Kroll to centre half forward. Punched away by Kennedy. Tunbridge. Oh, missing at Filam. Dacos. Free kick.
You know, that's the difference, Bruce, between a player who can hold his place in the side and one who struggles, is Matthew Filam there. Just letting the ball slip through at a critical stage, not just necessarily time-wise, but certainly position on the field. And when you look, when the coaching staff have a look at that, that's what they analyse.
Dacos from 50 metres with a mighty torpedo, and has Manson taken the mark, or is it a behind? It's a behind. G got onto that, Dacos. 15-7 to 10-19. 3 straight kicks now, and it's going to be tough for Sydney. 2-1 to Dacos. Thripp straight down the centre. Healy with Krasiska. Shaw. A very quick kick. Barwick and Shepherd have got some space. Tui. Still Barwick. Banks on a lead, and he got him. Had to pay it. Allowed to play on Krasiska. Will he kick another? A strong left footer. It's got the distance, but he's missed it. It looked home for about 90% of the kick, but the difference is 19 points.
And maybe Collingwood finishing a little fitter, doing a lot more running over the last 5 minutes. Thripp's kick towards half-back. No mark taken. They've got the numbers when the ball hits the ground. Saunders slips the hand pass to Tony Shaw. Tony Shaw has his 18th possession and kicks it towards half-forward. The ball comes back towards the Swans. Tunbridge. Murphy. He's got a player inside. It's Healy. After one bounce, Gerard Healy perhaps can give the chance to Henwood. The kick is a little short. Morwood able to chip in and then does the shepherding. Opportunity for Kelly to give it to Turner. Turner in the centre, Collingwood out of trouble. Mark to right, defensive side of centre. He plays on quickly, able to run through. Gets the right foot to the ball and kicks it to Kelly, who's run up from full-back. Barwick, handball over the top. Shepherd, hemmed in against the boundary line. Shepherd's little chip. Tuddenham takes the mark 35 metres out directly in front. And it just could be that Paul Tuddenham could seal the fate of the Swans after setting it up in the first quarter when he kicked 3 goals out of Collingwood's 6 goals won to give them that bit of a break.
Poor kick by Healy. Ian at the other end set that up. He really didn't do enough with it, the champion.
Yes, possession is so important. The players are very, very skillful, and they seem to be able to capitalise on the mistakes. And Paul Tuddenham could do just that. It floats back with the breeze. It's another goal to Collingwood. Tuddenham's 4th. And Collingwood 16-8. Leads Sydney 10-19. The difference is now 25 points.
Tuddenham with his 4th. And Collingwood has kicked 4 goals in this final term to 1. And they've really taken a grip on this game with 10 minutes remaining. (16-8 to 10-19). And the Magpies in full flight. Higgins paid the mark. At centre half-back, Sydney have got to get something to happen quickly. Left foot, looking for right. Kroll over the back. Turner. Goes to ground. Kroll. Saunders. Too far for right. Healy missed it. Right again. She's been good in this last quarter. That was magnificent. Russell. Banks. Dacos short. Decides to go wide to Krasiska. Little one. Dacos now. Another short one. Take your pick, Barwick. Well, it's raining Collingwood now. I think one of Sydney's problems is they can't find a winner at half forward. They've got it there about 5 times, and Collingwood has been able to repel. Wright, with 17 kicks and 6 handballs, has been a star in this final term. So Doug Barwick, who was pretty quiet for 3 quarters, but has ignited in this final term, set the first goal up of the term, kicked the second, and really should goal from 30 metres out. Drop punt, and it's straight. Second one for Barwick. 17th for Collingwood. 17-8 to 10-19.
Should be able to hang on and win now. They lead by 31 points, 110 plays 79, and the ball at half forward for the Swans. The kick off the ground, goes back towards the centre. Krasiska overruns it, gathered by Bolton. He's well tackled by Wright. Umpire calls for a bounce. Bolton perhaps appealing for a free kick. He gets up a little gingerly, David Bolton, and looking a little weary. Monkhurst, taller, gets the tap out. Tui just gets his foot to the ball. Wright, another possession. No, he's held. Push in the back. Well, A for effort, I guess, for Graham Wright.
And I don't think it's a coincidence that he's taken over since Gavin Brown has gone off. He's really played well, Wright. High one to centre half forward. Kennedy. Gee, Sydney have got to get it to happen quickly. Murphy. Higgins. Got Ryan very short, goes back to Murphy. And this is where they've been failing at half forward in this final term. West and Kelly. No one there for Sydney at the back. And Kelly and Kroll between them.
Deliberate.
And against Kelly. Really could have done better there, Craig Kelly, because there was no pressure in the end with Kroll with him. Maybe a lack of talking. And Sydney need a goal, and they need it from this attack. West, unsure, then kicks to the goal square. Fell will take off, so will Tunbridge. Gaffer to Wright, who has been superb in this final turn. 2 bounces. Balances up. Barwick and Higgins. Higgins falls over. Barwick goes to ground. But look at the options. Gaffer to Wright. Dacos short if he wants him. Goes long. A wobbly one. A difficult one. Manson almost. Still with Manson. Was he led? Shepherd. Carroll. Healy. Thrip. To Tui. To Higgins. Bolton. Mitchell. Wright running for him. Long handball. Now Steve Wright, who's had very little to do. Should have got a free kick. Advantage paid. Wright again. Looks for West. Fell. A great mark. But is it a little late? Fell's been a little disappointing today. It's his best grab. One of the best marks of the day. But with just 3 kicks, this will be his 4th. And no goal. The full forward pocket has the chance now from 30 metres out, directly in front. Drop punt, and he's hit the post. Well, any chance they may have had has gone begging.
Well, Bruce, I think you can get on with me. With 5 minutes left, Collingwood lead by 31 points, and they're just using the ball a little bit better than the Swans at this stage. Here's another opportunity for a short pass. A little risky there by Shane Morwood. And if you want to be critical of them in this last term, that was just perhaps a trifle too confident there. Now Matt Ryan is marked, and his game has been creditable. 10 kicks and 14 hand passes. He's kicked 1 goal. Have no idea why the boos are coming. Ryan's kick. He's kicked goals from here before. It's obvious because he's put that through. So Matty Ryan kicks his 2nd goal. The Swans kicked their 11th. 17-8 plays 11-20. The difference is exactly 4 goals.
23-year-old Matty Ryan played 45 games with Collingwood. Morwood short one to Shaw. And set the skipper up a bit. Ryan over the top, took the mark, and then converted with a goal. His second, and it puts Sydney within 24 points. 110 to 86. A quick kick by Williams. Sydney go forward again. Ryan, who's kicked 2 in the last quarter. Oh, he just has to get it across to West. Should have kicked it to West, but he's kicked the goal, I think. Yes, so Matty Ryan gets his third, and suddenly Sydney creep up within 3 goals.
First part of this last quarter. They're going to get clear again. It's GERARD Healy. He spotted Mitchell. A beautiful little kick by Healy. Just had enough carry on it to get over the top of Kroll. Mitchell, short pass into the pocket. Another player there on his own. It's West. 3.5 minutes left. You should have had that bet, Bruce, I think.
I think you're still safe, but a goal here would make things a bit interesting.
Well, they haven't given up, and that's terrific to see. West from 25 metres. It looks pretty good. The goal umpire signals that it's just missed to the left. So now the Swans need 3 straight goals to take the lead. They trail by 17 points. Shane Maud elects to come to this members' side. The kick outside 50 metres. What a good mark taken by Tarpey. And the big fella's done pretty well since coming on the ground. It's his 4th mark. Coming up for his 6th kick. A little short one. And he finds Kroll just further afield. Maybe Collingwood happy for just possession football at this late stage.
And they try it again, and Tarpey gets it back. So the seconds tick away. Again to Kroll. Waxy. Like training on a Tuesday night. Monkhurst.
They only need to mess this up once and the Swans could get a goal.
Goes wide again. Turner. Handball to right. To Gafer. To right. Hemwood's got him. Threw it away. Off the ground, Kelly. Percentage footy at that stage. Kennedy took a chance. Didn't tap it very far. Tuddenham tries to crash through. Kelly on hands and knees to right. What a last quarter he's had. And he booms one towards the goal front. Manson. Mark Pade. Excellent performance there by Manson against the run of play, not knowing what was behind him. But this will test the big fellow out. Tucked away in the pocket. Tries one of those check sides and kicks it through. What a goal by the big fellow. His 3rd, and it's been a useful contribution from Manson again today. 18-8 to 12-21.
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't matter how you do it. The end result is what counts, and that was a terrific kick by James Manson. He's obviously showing the crowd here that his awkward kicking style may be a bit of a liability, but he is still just as effective. He's kicked 3 goals up at full forward, and he's been something for Collingwood to fire at all day. Swans a chance to get out through Murphy. Stevie Wright can't get clear. The ball still in the centre. Attempted kick off the ground. Finishes up with Barwick. Barwick's left foot kick to the goal front. The bounce a little unfortunate. Heath Shepherd will kick another one for Collingwood. Heath Shepherd kicks his second. And Collingwood surely now, with just a minute left, will go on and win this game. Collingwood 19-8, 122. The Swans are 12-21, 93. And here's that lead up once again.
Barwick has had an excellent final term. A couple of Swans players overrunning it. Shepherd with a bit of time onto the left foot, and his 2nd goal, and Collingwood's 19th. So they've had 27 shots to 33, 6 less scoring shots, but the margin on the scoreboard is 31 points. Williams. Tui in the front spot. Mitchell and Kroll together. Mitchell's been a big winner. Ryan has kicked 3 goals. Drop punt. Didn't really get onto it. Gafer. Oh, he's mean. He wouldn't even give up a point there. To Tarpey, who's been a success story for Collingwood. Chips a short one to Krasiska, and he makes it. A good runner. has Shaw inside, but the kick will go to Turner. Sets him up a bit. Tui came in. Henwood. Russell beats him for pace. Drop punt. Standing his ground, Carroll. Dacos. Barwick. Can he get it to Manson in the goal square? Round his body. Oh, nearly a beauty by Shepherd. Off the ground, Dacos. And don't they love it? Their champion scores like Pelé.
Well, the Pies kick